morning. It's Saturday morning here, and it's a beautiful, glorious sunny day in Fleet, where I live, and it's quite cold out because I've been to the shop, which is not too far away from me. Sorry, to get some bits and pieces. So anyway, this morning I want to talk about my journey with trigeminal neuralgia, which started on Monday the 17th of September, and it started with a small earache. And I actually made an appointment with the doctor because I was worried this was going to turn into a full-blown ear infection. And trust me, ear infections I can't deal with. They are so painful. But if I thought they're painful, it's been nothing like the trigeminal neuralgia that I was diagnosed with. But I will get to that shortly. So the next day, a friend took me to an outpatient's appointment to a local hospital, which is about a 20-25 minute drive away. And the doctor checked my ear. It was no more inflamed, and she either said it was a really bad ear infection deep inside my ear, or otherwise I had shingles. So she gave me some antibiotics. So I took these antibiotics for the next 3 days, and the pain didn't go away at all. In fact, it got worse. So on the Friday of that week, I went to wait in accident and emergency at the hospital, and my friend took me, and we had to wait 3 hours. I was in a lot of pain, and when I eventually went to see a nurse, she said she was going to get a specialist doctor of the maxillofacial doctor to come and see me. And so he saw me and started gently prodding my left cheek and my jaw. He had a look inside my ear and immediately said that I had arthritis in the jaw. I thought, great. So he said basically I had to see a dentist and see my own doctor, and I had to be put forward for an operation. So I wasn't very happy. So over the weekend, the pain got worse, and on the Monday, I went to see my one of the doctors at my surgery because my own GP was on holiday, and this doctor said that I had to see a dentist as soon as possible, and I was put on different pain relief. So my friend and I were due to go and stay with a family in Dorset, and so we arrived on the Monday, and on the Monday afternoon I phoned the 111. Now 111 in the UK is to get through to doctors and a hospital within Hampshire and surrounding areas. So anyway, this person made me an appointment to go and see a dentist, and we went to the dentist where we were staying, and the dentist took one look at the notes that I gave him from the doctor of that morning, and he said there was nothing he could do. So I thought, great, and I really wasn't happy. So anyway, Monday I was getting worse. Tuesday morning I was in a lot of pain. So much so in the evening I phoned 111 again. And the doctor I spoke to could tell I was quite distressed and was worried about the pain, and immediately put me on morphine, which we had to go to a chemist. I can't remember actually whether it was chemist or Paul Hospital, to go and pick up the morphine. So I started taking the morphine that night, and it wasn't doing any good. So on Wednesday, my friend and I went out for the day, and by the afternoon we'd driven around Bournemouth and Poole, and so much so I was crying. I was in so much pain. So we went back to the friends we were staying at, or the family of my friends we were staying at, And I think that evening I phoned outpatients again, and I can't. I think we went to outpatients that evening, and the doctor I saw was quite surprised and annoyed that the dentist didn't do anything. So he said there was nothing I could do, that I had to see my own doctor. In the meantime, on that day, I phoned a doctor for my own surgery back home and explained what was going on. And we were in Corfe Castle at this stage, and she said that I needed to up the morphine from 5 millilitres to 10 millilitres. So I started that, and I was no better by Thursday. So Thursday, nothing happened. And then Friday morning, I had a doctor's appointment at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon at my own surgery in Fleet. So my friend and I, we drove home, or he drove, and we were stuck in a traffic jam. So I had to phone the surgery because I was really worried that I would miss the appointment. So anyway, they actually made the appointment for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time we got back to Fleet, it was about 4:30. So then I went to see my own doctor, not my own doctor, sorry, a doctor for my surgery, because my doctor was away. And the doctor again prodded my cheek and my jaw, and took a look in my ears, and he said, diagnosed me with trigeminal neuralgia. And basically it's where it affects the nerve in your jaw and your face. And it is, I found, he told me it's the worst painful condition you can ever have. And I said that he said that he would confirm this with another doctor. So this other doctor came in, and she confirmed it. It was trigeminal neuralgia. This doctor phoned through to Guildford Hospital, which was about half an hour away, and asked to speak. He spoke to the maxillofacial specialist, who said there was nothing he could do, that I had to go through via a referral. So backtrack a minute, I also went to see a local dentist in the afternoon in Aldershot. She took x-rays of my teeth and said there was nothing wrong with my teeth, but she said my jaw was slightly out of alignment. So, but anyway, as I said, the doctor in the afternoon diagnosed me with TN. So anyway, he said the best thing for you to do is go to Guildford and wait for an appointment. So he said the wait in A&E shouldn't be that long. So the next day, my friend took me to Guildford, and I saw a nurse. Then she got a maxillofacial junior doctor to come and see me, and he said there was nothing he could do, that I had to put forward a referral. So anyway, to cut a long story short, the following Monday, I went to see my own doctor, and I asked him to put me on a pain relief called carbamazepine. And I was taking the carbamazepine and the morphine, and for the next week I was so unsteady on my feet. I was so tired. All I wanted to do was sleep. And by this point, I found it difficult to brush my hair. I found it difficult to brush my teeth. And I found it difficult to do anything. So, and I was advised to go on soft feeds. So the next week, into the third week, I phoned my surgery and asked to be put on a different pain relief, because the carbamazepine wasn't working, and the dosage had been up to about 2 times. And I've never been in so much agony in all my life. And one of the triggers is stress. So I was going through quite a stressful situation, so that wasn't helping. And basically, over the next 5 weeks, the pain was just still the same. It was quite bad. The only time I had relief was when I went to sleep. And because of the sleeping tablets I'm on, I actually was able to sleep there. Sometimes I woke up 2 or 3 times during the night. There was only one Saturday, which was about 2 weeks ago, that I woke up at 12:30 in the morning and I was in pain, and I left it until 5:30. In the meantime, I phoned a friend in Canada and asked her to pray, and I actually took some pain relief at 5:30 in the morning and slept till about 20 past 7. So then I was awake the whole day until 9 o'clock that night. So basically, I think about 3 weeks ago, I went to see my own doctor. I'm just trying to think. And he deemed me unfit to fly because I was due to go to America in November, and until he saw an improvement. And also, apart from the trigeminal neuralgia, he was worried about my mental health. So he said he would see me the next week. So the following week I saw him. He said that he needed to see me again. I'm not sure if this is 3 weeks ago, actually. I'm getting a bit confused, but I know it was beginning of October, so no, was it beginning of October? Maybe the second week in October? I can't remember, but I've seen him 3 times now. And I was only given the all clear to fly last Monday. So he said, providing that I don't go downhill in either with the trigeminal neuralgia or the mental health issues. So he was quite happy to write a letter to the airline that I'm flying with. And as you may have seen on my blog, this week has been better. So I've had a couple of pain-free days. I've had days when I've still had to take the medication, and the pain has been bearable. Thursday night it flared up again quite badly. Friday I was in some pain all day, so it was bad again in the evening. And then today I've taken my medication at 8 o'clock, which I normally do, and I've been in pain today, and it's been on and off for the last 3 weeks, moving up towards my head, in between my head and my ear, and the pain has been quite severe in my ear. So that's what has been going on. So yeah, sorry, I can't remember if I mentioned that my doctor did deem me fit to fly. So yeah, it's still there, but I'm kind of praying that this will be manageable, and I'm really praying it doesn't flare up on the flight to Kansas when I go. So I'm taking medication in my rucksack. So so even though I've been able to eat some more foods, I've been drinking mostly chocolate milk, eating things like scrambled egg and cereals and sometimes crisps and pasties, but I'm still not able to chew meat at all. So the attacks vary from person to person. Some people have sudden sharp pains. Some people it goes on continuously for a few weeks on end. This can last for a few weeks, or it can last for months, even years. Sometimes my pain has subsided, even when I've been on the medication, Like, for instance, I think it was a week ago Tuesday, I had an appointment, and for about an hour, because I was so stressed out, I kept getting sharp stabbing pains in my left ear, which would last a few seconds, then it would happen periodically, and this went on for about an hour, then it stopped. But I go from anything to having continual facial pain down through my jaw and my neck to pain in my left ear. So it varies. Just when I thought I was starting to get better this week, it started up again. So I just want this to end, really, because I've never ever had anything like this before, and I've never been so physically ill in my life, ever. So yeah, just a couple of pointers. I'm reading this out because I can't remember this. Another cause of the trigeminal neuralgia is caused by a blood vessel or vessels compressing the trigeminal nerve as it enters the brainstem. The loss of the myelin sheath surrounding the nerve will have been caused by the constant rubbing and pulsating of the blood vessels, causing erratic messages to be transmitted along the wrong nerve vibes, i.e. crosstalk between light touch and pain fibres. It is established that the majority of TN cases are caused this way. It is likely that the offending vessels will be identified on an MRI scan, although this is not always the case. This type of TN results in clearly identifiable triggers which can prove pain attacks. These triggers can include brushing teeth. As I said, I have had difficulty brushing teeth, though this last week I've managed it. Yawning, it hurts when I yawn. Swallowing, it doesn't affect me. Face washing, I found it difficult. Putting makeup on, I have found it difficult. In fact, today is the first time in weeks that I've actually put makeup on. Vibration or sudden movement or even walking, there are times that I've had dizziness, and there are times that I've been so out of breath that it's been not good, and I cannot cope with walking too far. I can walk for about 5-10 minutes, and then that's all. I feel exhausted. Yesterday I went into Fleet, and I was quite dizzy, and I was in the shop, even to the point that I knocked over a whole display, and so I was really unsteady on my feet. So I've been getting taxis this week to get to appointments and to go to Fleet, and I was exhausted when I got home and in quite a lot of pain. Exposure to cold, I normally have to wear a scarf around my head, especially when my ear is really painful. So eating or biting into something, that affects me, and sometimes talking or smiling. And I've been okay talking for a long period of time in the last 2 weeks, but I've noticed this morning I found it difficult to talk for a long period, and this is the longest period I've talked for this morning, and already I can feel that I've had enough. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I can't remember. So yeah, I just need to be careful, and so if you have any questions, then please post in the comments below this video. But if you want to find out more about trigeminal neuralgia, just Google it and you will find out more about it. If the pain continues when I come back from America, then I'm going to have to make a referral to my own doctor, to the maxillofacial specialist, and then either at my local hospital, but quite often they're based in Guildford. So yeah, so that's my journey with trigeminal neuralgia. So apart from that, yeah, I hope you have a really blessed day. By the way, I need to apologise for this video. It may seem a bit all over the place, but I am actually very tired. I slept through till about 3:30 this morning, then woke up about every hour after then till about 7:30. So I'm still exhausted from yesterday. So yeah, that's why I seem a bit all over the place on the video. So I just wanted to apologise. Okay, take care. Bye.